A spoiled teen thinks money makes her untouchable until Judge Frank Caprio shows her the hard truth in 5 minutes. The heavy wooden doors of Providence Municipal Court swing open at precisely 9:47 a.m. The sharp click of designer sneakers echoes across the marble floors. A 17-year-old girl walks in, eyes locked on her phone, thumbs flying across the screen like the world depends on it. Her ripped designer jeans and crop top scream luxury, each piece probably worth more than most people's groceries for a week. A Louis Vuitton purse dangles casually from her shoulder, the gold emblem flashing under the fluorescent lights. Her hair, perfectly highlighted, falls in salon-crafted waves that cost $200 a visit. AirPods rest snugly in her ears, and she chews gum with slow, dramatic indifference. This is Madison Elizabeth Pierce, 17, senior at St. Catherine's Academy, where tuition alone could buy a small car. Her parents are top-tier attorneys, and she boasts 47,000 TikTok followers who hang on her every post about rich girl problems and designer hauls. Yet here she is, treating a courtroom like a waiting area for her next manicure. Before you see what happens when arrogance collides with authority, hit subscribe right now. We're racing towards 700,000 subscribers, and 96% of you still haven't joined Judge Stories. If you believe courtrooms deserve respect, no matter who you are, drop a comment below. Because by the end of this video, you'll witness how one spoiled teenager learns a life lesson money can't buy. Here's a question. When did rules become optional and respect become negotiable? What's about to unfold in Judge Frank Caprio's courtroom proves that sometimes reality delivers the harshest education. The bailiff's voice slices through the quiet hum of the gallery. Madison Elizabeth Pierce, case number 2025 T-F-8847. Madison doesn't even flinch. Her mother, elegant in a Chanel suit, leans forward and whispers, "Madison, Madison, that's you." The teen sighs, loud enough for everyone to hear, and drags herself to the podium, still chewing gum, still scrolling, still wearing both AirPods. Judge Frank Caprio looks up with his trademarked warmth, the kind of patience built over 37 years behind the bench. "Good morning, Miss Pierce. Please approach." Madison keeps walking, eyes on her glowing screen. The judge waits. The courtroom waits. Then softly, "Miss Pierce, I need your attention, please." She glances up for half a second. "Yeah, what?" Gasps ripple through the crowd. A woman covers her mouth. An older man shakes his head. Even the court reporter freezes mid-keystroke. The air shifts. Everyone senses it. "Miss Pierce, you're in a court of law," Judge Caprio says evenly. "I need you to put your phone away and remove your earphones." Madison exhales dramatically and removes only one AirPod. The other stays firmly in place. She doesn't put the phone away, just sets it on the podium, the screen still lighting her face. "Can we make this quick? I have a nail appointment at 2. The words hang in the air like a slap. Judge Caprio studies her carefully. "Miss Pierce, do you understand why you're here today?" "Speeding ticket, whatever," she mutters, inspecting her nails. "My parents will pay it." The judge's voice remains calm but firm. "This isn't just a speeding ticket. You were clocked at 85 miles per hour in a 35 zone. That was a school zone during dismissal time." She shrugs, tone icy. "I didn't hit anyone." "You nearly hit a crossing guard, a 68-year-old woman named Mrs. Chen. She had to jump out of your way." Madison's phone buzzes again and, unbelievably, she picks it up. Her mother shoots up from the second row, panic in her voice. Your Honor, I apologize. Madison is under a tremendous amount of stress with college applications. Mom, stop! Madison snaps, without even turning around. This is so embarrassing. Just pay the fine so I can leave. A suffocating silence falls. Not the attentive kind, the shocked kind. Judge Caprio slowly rises. When he stands, everyone knows the mood has changed. Miss Pierce, he says quietly, put that phone down now. Madison hesitates, sensing something new in his tone. She sets the phone down, but doesn't flip it over. The screen glows between them like a barrier. Remove your other earphone, please. She rolls her eyes, actually rolls them, and drops the AirPods into a purse. Happy? She fires back. No, Miss Pierce, I'm not happy. And before we go any further, I need you to understand something. This courtroom is not a suggestion. The law is not a suggestion. And the respect you show here is not optional. Madison stares back, chewing her gum in slow, deliberate defiance. Whatever you say, Judge. Judge Caprio's patience begins to thin. Miss Pierce, I'm looking at your driving record. 6 citations in 18 months. She shrugs again. My parents paid them all. That's what money's for, right? The crowd erupts in whispers. A man mutters something about entitled kids. A woman shakes her head. Judge Caprio raises his hand, and silence slams down like a gavel. No, Miss Pierce. Money is not for erasing consequences. It's not a shield against accountability. Your record shows 3 parking tickets on school property, 1 reduced reckless driving charge, and 2 speeding violations, all paid immediately by your parents. Have you ever paid for any of these yourself? Why would I? I don't have a job. I'm a student. And whose fault is that? The judge asks, his tone suddenly heavier. Even the bailiff straightens. Madison doesn't answer. She's checking her lipstick in a compact mirror instead. Miss Pierce put that away. She snaps it shut, click, and groans. This is ridiculous. Can we just get to the fine? I literally have places to be. Her mother stands again, voice trembling. Your Honor, please, she's just nervous. She doesn't mean to be disrespectful. Mom, oh my God, stop talking. You're making this worse. Sit down, Madison hisses. Her mother obeys, tears welling in her eyes. Her father sits motionless, head in his hands. Judge Caprio lowers his voice, calm but cutting. Miss Pierce, I'm going to tell you something, and I need you to listen carefully. Every person who comes through this courtroom has a story. Some are struggling to survive. Some made mistakes. Some are here because life hasn't been kind. And then there are people like you, people who think money makes them untouchable. Madison turns back, unimpressed. Are you done with this speech? Because I've heard this before from principals, counselors, my parents. Same lecture, different day. And honestly, I'm tired of it. The room freezes. You could hear the clock tick. Judge Caprio leans forward. You're tired of it? He repeats softly. Mrs. Chen was tired too. Tired from a 12-hour shift, tired from standing in the cold, helping kids cross safely. And then you came speeding through at 85 miles per hour and nearly ended her life. Madison scoffs. But I didn't. I didn't hit her. So why are we acting like I committed murder? Because intent matters, Miss Pierce. Because recklessness matters. Because luck doesn't erase danger. Storytelling. The prosecutor, a woman in her 40s, stands. Your Honor, we have Officer Rodriguez here to testify. She was the responding officer. Please proceed, says Judge Caprio. Officer Rodriguez steps up, posture sharp, uniform spotless. A 15-year veteran, she doesn't need notes, but opens her notebook anyway. I was parked 2 blocks from Franklin Elementary conducting speed enforcement between 2:45 and 3:15 p.m. At approximately 2:57, I observed a black BMW M4 traveling northbound at an extremely high speed. Mrs. Chen, the crossing guard, was in the crosswalk helping students. "What happened next?" the prosecutor asks. Rodriguez's jaw tightens. Mrs. Chen had stepped out with her stop sign raised. 3 children were waiting to cross. The BMW didn't slow down. She had to jump back. She fell, dropped her stop sign, and one of the children started crying. She's 68 years old. She could have been seriously hurt or worse. Madison's phone buzzes again. Without thinking, she picks it up. Judge Caprio's voice slices through the air. "Miss Pierce, put that phone down immediately." She blinks, startled. "What? It's just a text." "I said, put it down." The tension in the courtroom crackles like static. Madison's mother jumps to her feet, her voice cracking. "Madison, stop talking! Just stop!" Madison whirls around, glaring at her mother. "No, Mom, you always tell me to stand up for myself. Don't let people push you around." Her father's voice strains through exhaustion. "Madison, this is not the time. Sit down and be quiet." Madison ignores him completely. She turns back to Judge Caprio, eyes flashing with defiance. "This whole thing is ridiculous. You're treating me like a criminal just because I'm young and you don't understand life." The courtroom gasps collectively. The bailiff steps closer, tension thick in the air. Judge Caprio's voice slices through the murmurs, calm but icy. "Miss Pierce, this is your final warning." Storytelling. Madison laughs bitterly. A short, sharp sound that echoes. "Or what? My parents will just write another check?" The judge rises, every movement purposeful. "Miss Pierce, you are perilously close to being held in contempt of court. Do you understand what that means?" Madison's phone buzzes obnoxiously on the podium. Without thinking, she grabs it, thumbs flying across the screen. "Put that phone down," Judge Caprio's voice is absolute. Distracted, Madison looks up. "What? It's just Kayla. She wants to know if I'm still coming to put it down now." The authority finally pierces her bubble. Reluctantly, Madison sets it down, her face still full of defiance. Judge Caprio leans forward, deliberate. "Miss Pierce, you have demonstrated complete contempt for this court, for the legal process, and for every person in this room." Madison crosses her arms. "Whatever. Are we done here? Can I go?" "No," the judge says, voice calm but firm. "We are not done. We are just beginning." In a snap of reckless impulse, Madison lifts her phone, angles it, and takes a selfie right there in open court. Chaos erupts. The gallery shouts. Her mother screams. Her father lunges, but the bailiff blocks him. Judge Caprio's gavel crashes down thrice. "Confiscate that phone immediately." A tense struggle follows. Madison clutches it to her chest. "No, you can't. That's my property." The bailiff takes the phone, firmly but carefully. Madison shrieks, panic finally breaking through. "Give it back! My whole life is on that phone!" Judge Caprio's voice turns colder than ice. "Miss Pierce, you have just committed contempt of court in the most blatant manner I have witnessed in my entire career. Do you understand the gravity?" Her bravado falters. Real fear creeps into her eyes. "I want my phone back." "That is not your concern right now. Your concern should be that you are about to face serious legal consequences." Her mocking tone returns, tinged with fear. "What are you going to do? Fine me more? My parents will appeal everything. You can't scare me." Judge Caprio leans forward, hands flat on the bench. "I don't need to scare you. I need to hold you accountable." Madison laughs hollowly. "This is just theater. That's how it works. You find people, they pay, everyone goes home." The judge's next words are quiet but thunderous. "Bailiff, take Miss Pierce into custody." Madison blinks. What? Custody? Arrested? Her mother sobs openly. Her father pleads, voice breaking. "She's just a child. She doesn't understand." Judge Caprio's gaze is unwavering. "Your daughter is 17, drives a $50,000 car, and presents herself as mature enough to mock the law. She cannot choose when to be a child and when to be an adult." Madison's breathing accelerates. "This is insane! You can't arrest me! I didn't do anything!" Judge Caprio's tone is flat, factual. "You used your phone repeatedly after being told not to. You mocked a victim. You threatened an officer. You have shown no remorse, no understanding, no respect." The gallery is silent. Mrs. Chen sits quietly, face resolute. Madison's parents cling to each other. The bailiff gently takes Madison's wrist. She does not resist. The cuffs click into place, echoing through the courtroom. Her purse falls. Designer sunglasses scatter. Her mother sobs, pleading, "Please, Your Honor, she's never been in trouble like this." Judge Caprio looks at the parents with what might be pity. "She has been in trouble like this many times. Money made it disappear. That ends today." Madison's tears fall freely. "What's going to happen to me?" Judge Caprio sits, hands folded. "You are charged with contempt of court. 48 hours in juvenile detention effective immediately." Madison's knees buckle. 48 hours? Jail? "Yes," he says. "Processed, stripped of privilege, facing consequences. And for your reckless driving, $1,500 fine, 120 hours of community service with Mrs. Chen, 6-month license suspension, mandatory safe driving course, 1-year probation with monthly check-ins, handwritten apology to Mrs. Chen, offensive social media posts deleted, and victim impact panel attendance. Any violation, 30 days in detention. Understand?" Storytelling. Madison nods, choked with tears. "Yes, I understand." Judge Caprio softened slightly. "This is not punishment for punishment's sake. This is a chance to face consequences, understand your actions affect others, and become a better person." The bailiff leads Madison away. Her mother reaches forward, but the bailiff gestures. "After processing," he says. Madison glances back at her parents one last time. "I'm sorry," she whispers, unclear to whom. The courtroom door closes with a metallic echo. Judge Caprio addresses the silent gallery. "Justice cannot have two standards, one for the wealthy and one for everyone else. The law must apply equally." Mrs. Chen rises, stop sign in hand. "I forgive her," she says gently. "But forgiveness does not mean no consequences. Children must see that actions matter. I hope she learns. The world needs good people, not careless ones." Judge Caprio nods, solemn. "Thank you, Mrs. Chen. Court is adjourned." 2 days later, Madison emerges from juvenile detention, quiet, subdued, visibly changed. She begins her community service beside Mrs. Chen. Social media posts are deleted. 3 weeks later, she delivers a heartfelt 4-page letter to Mrs. Chen, tears and embraces shared. 6 months later, at her final probation check-in, Madison approaches the bench in humility. "Your Honor," she says softly, "I want to thank you. That day I thought you were ruining my life. Now I understand you were saving it." Judge Caprio smiles warmly. "How is Mrs. Chen?" "She's amazing," she replies. "She's teaching me Mandarin. I help her with her grandchildren. I never understood respect until I met her." Judge Caprio nods. Miss Pierce, you came here untouchable. You leave accountable. Go forward and do good things. Madison Pierce's story reminds us, justice rebuilds, consequences transform, and sometimes the hardest lessons are the ones we need most.